We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Here we go. And here's Albuquerque now. Here's Ball. The shake. Yep, count it.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Duncan.
I got him.
Clock at 4. Here's George.
Awaiting ball.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. George with a steal. To the middle. Here's Duncan. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Three-pointer, Harden nails it from beyond the arc.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Leonard.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
A lights-out three-point shooter, Harden loves to take and make them.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Ball taking his time here. Pass to O'Neal. Down low. Here's Duncan. Launches a three. And he buries his first look.
Evolving as a passer and playmaker, Leonard wants to keep setting up his teammates like this.
Outside Harden.
Awaiting foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Here's Duncan. Clock at 6. The rebound by Duncan. Pass to Porzingis. Ball left side. Back to Porzingis. Ooh, poked away. Here's Duncan. There's Ball with a three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And they're on the run. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that was a good read from Leonard. Noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Here's O'Neal. Oh, and makes it with a kiss.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The three, George drops in the three.
Such a pure score. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Outside Porzingis. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. From the arc. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Albuquerque. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Here's Embiid. And he buries his first look.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Here's Riza Shea. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you got to be excited about Riza Shea's future in this league.
First team foul. Substitution.
Pass to Weber. Here's Mutombo. Here's Weber. Nice move. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mutombo. Embiid knocks it loose.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Albuquerque calls timeout. Albuquerque making a switch here. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now here's Edwards. No points so far. Here's Riza Shea. Off target at the rim.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
George with it, and it's Reed picking him up. To the wing on the left. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Simmons. 5 on the clock. And slam dunk by Simmons.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
The three from Riza Shea. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Albuquerque leading by 3.
Riza Shea. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes.
George outside.
2 minutes.
From deep, here's Simmons. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to go.
Oh, he packed it down.
That is incredible.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
It's George with the drive. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from George. He makes 1 or 2 that time.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Left side, Edwards. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Just 4 to shoot. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Over to the wing. Here's Reed. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Albuquerque shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Fourth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the away team, Chris Webber.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Edwards looking for an opening. Fader on the way. Mutombo with a rebound.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
He buries it from three. Weber's got 5.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
Outside Simmons. Here's Weber. Back to Simmons. And so it's Albuquerque. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Los Angeles trails by 9. Here's Harden. Kicks it to George. The 3. Ooh, nice D from George. And here's Albuquerque now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Weber. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Sigma's shot is good.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Fires in the triple.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Here's George. Pass to Duncan. Back to George. Now Leonard. Oh, George with a steal.
I see him.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The shot by Mutombo, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
It's tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Stolen by Harden. Leonard outside. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Duncan. It's good. And the assist that time from Paul. Duncan's got 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Los Angeles trails by 13. Here's Sigma. No good with the triple. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. Leonard for 3. On target from range. 5 points in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to George. It's Albuquerque with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Albuquerque shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Leonard outside. O'Neal on the wing. There's Ball with a 3. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Here's Duncan. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Albuquerque. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And they've been shooting the
47.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Albuquerque leading by 20. Now Ball. And he makes it on the layup.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Poke loose. Ball with a steal. Leonard outside. He launches a 3. Second chance effort. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Lets it go. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Albuquerque?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And Ball gets it to go.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Count that bucket.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Outside Porzingis. Here's Leonard. Here's Ball. Outside O'Neal. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
A minute 58 left to play in the 4th. Takes a 3. Roy's shot is good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Simmons. George scanning the floor. Here's Weber. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. Finished off the break.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And here's Ball. Puts up a 3. That shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Pass to Mutombo. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple. Mutombo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Left side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
The shot by Mutombo, no good. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers. They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Edwards. No good on the 3. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Pass to Mutombo. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run is shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So Albuquerque wins it. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Mash up the dance.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And here's Albuquerque now. Ball with it. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Now here's Durant. Here's Edey. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3.
Albuquerque foul. Tim Duncan. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Durant. Pass to Mutombo. Intercepted.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Here's Porzingis. Out to Leonard. Here's Duncan. Oh, got a piece of it.
Chicago foul. Defending Mutombo. First Personal foul. Second team foul.
Albuquerque calls timeout. Durant with a steal for the finish, and Durant slams it home.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Here's Ball with the drive, and a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Edey. Outside Durant. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Ball's got 7 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Ball with a steal. And here's the fast break. By himself. And Ball throws it down.
And when you've got LaMelo out there, get your popcorn ready. It's a show.
Pass to Weber. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Ball left side. Porzingis for three. No good that time.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Leonard on the wing. Back to O'Neal. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Avdia. Screen by Durant. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Durant.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on. He is the threat.
Here's Ball. Here's Duncan. The kick out to Ball. Counted from distance. Ball's got 12 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Leonard right side. Here's Duncan. And that's not going to go. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Chicago ahead, up by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up. And one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
And both free throws good for Simmons.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
The deep three from Durant. The deep ball from KD.
Any shot for KD is a great shot for his team, and I don't care how far back he is.
Outside Simmons. Lets it go from deep. Chicago with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. Weber's got his second basket.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Pass to Mutombo. The three ball. Mutombo with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Durant surveying the D. Shoots it from the high post. And it's good for two. Durant's got 11.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Out to the right wing. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Gay outside. Pass to Beasley. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. The three from Rizashea. Mutombo with the rebound. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Trailing by 4. Here's Weber. He's guarded by Beasley. Here's Mutombo. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 5.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
George with a steal. Out on his own on the break.
The defense George provides is huge, using his length and instincts to come away with the steals.
To the right side. The three, O'Neal. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
To the inside. Weber. And he throws it down with one hand.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
George with a steal. Simmons looking around. Pass to Weber. And stolen by Beasley. Gay with the ball. Guarded now by George.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
Here's Weber. Launches a three. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
The three from Rizashea. Drills it from deep. And it's a 6-point Chicago lead. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Gay. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Risacher. Simmons defending. From deep, Gay. Mutombo with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Pass to Weber. Driving inside. Up and in on the layup. Weber's got 9 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
There's the three. Here's Risacher. Gay outside. 4-3. They get it back. Pass to Eden. Beasley outside. The three. The shot no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Simmons. George, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Simmons. For the tie. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The size of Simmons alone is what makes him so difficult to guard.
Albuquerque shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one drops. He ties it up.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Risacher. Oh, Simmons with the block.
And you can feel the swat from here. Simmons packs a punch on these blocks.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Risacher. Here's Eden. Just 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Albuquerque calls timeout. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
And the dunk by Leonard.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Pass to O'Neal. A minute 29 left in the third. Hits a three-pointer. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now O'Neal. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. O'Neal's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Ball. They kick it out to Porzingis. Ball right side. Outside Porzingis. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And so here is Chicago. It's a 1-point game. The 3 from Risacher. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Risacher's gotten his second bucket.
Okay, a little bit of a heat check for the rookie. Risacher feeling confident.
kick out to Ball. Ball in the paint.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Chicago. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis sets a screen. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Edey. And here's Avdia. There's a screen. From deep. And it's Edey with the three. And Chicago leads by 2.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And Ball gets it to go.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And here's Durant to the paint.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Leonard for 3. Durant pulls it in. Chicago with the ball. Driving in.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Ball seeks out contact sometimes, which means defenses have to guard him very carefully.
And so Ball nails both of them. And so Durant will bring it up for Chicago. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Duncan. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
The vision is elite. LaMelo finds his man for the bucket, and a great feed by the youngster.
Durant, no good. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for Albuquerque.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Durant for 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
George outside. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And we're going to have a jump ball. Pass to George. Over Avdia. Now here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
Here's Mutombo. It's rebounded by George. Oh, they get a hand on it. Avdia with a steal. On the wing, Durant. Releases. No good there. Off the double clutch.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Weber. There's the drive. The layup misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. Hits both from the stripe.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena. And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And both free throws good for Durant. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Here's George. Oh, misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally ripped on him. Okay. He's only living this one down for at least about a week.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
Substitution for Albuquerque.
So Albuquerque wins it. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Started rapping in 6 months. With some elegance. I'm with it with a post, so I hope that you hesitant. If they make them wish that they never just they be telling me. Man, I'm finna take over, I'm stamping it. How you this hit that selling ain't rip. Left your dog in that rain and ain't help with it. How is you solid, you ain't never different. You see me, I come different, I'm blessed with it. We ain't got the rollie, it go with my necklace. 30 for both, you could you mess with it. Can't do the show if it don't gotta check with it. Dean Popo, I swear they irrelevant. Hey, like I don't know, that's really jealous. Knowing they mad that they no longer next to me. Know that in the game I rep, went to Solomon. I stopped the 10 for 600 on all our net. Played it full like Mitch. Really had it. Got out there, happening 6 months later, I'm free.
No, you wouldn't even change your flaws. Took my time to get this shine, but I still skipped the line. I realized the still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it.
Young. Yeah. I've been way too teed to ever let one of these play with me. Stay out the way with me and get hot like a block on a day when it's 80 degrees. Top out the top on the lamb, it was me and Chance was in Miami like the Heat. Top out the top on the lamb, it was me and Chance was in Miami like bam. If you gonna boss up, then you gotta learn how to take some losses, bro. What it cost it, bro. And it got me exhausted, bro. My rollie go 40 below. Money and loyalty, all that I know. Cardi my glasses, Cardi my... We run the city like cardio. I open my eyes and still see... And walk in the kitchen and smell like... Woke up with a style, she driving a boat. I've been fighting my demons, I'm whipping the ghost. Proud of my glasses, proud of my lows. My brother tell me that I'm proud of you folks. Some gon' show love and some gon' hate for no reason. I'm already knowing. They try to stop me, but it's this bad. She telling me keep going. They try to lock me out, somehow still all worked out like Terrell Lawrence. They try to knock me down, somehow still get back up. And I keep going, I keep proving, I keep showing. I keep developing, I keep growing.
All my favorite hoodies at a bad condo. But I know this got my back like I'm Rondo. Sitting on my lap while I'm sliding through Chicago. Now we drive the boat, but when we came here, a wise man told me follow anywhere the star go. So I'm in that double lines blacker than some charcoal. Open up the side doors and scan you like a barcode. For the little, for the vato. See ya in Berea, boy, you better duck your taco. They be capping like they captain, I'm the capo. And I still a ship, go anywhere that I go. And I got the city on my shoulder like Iago. We in Miami like Martin and Will. She tryna get her a part in the film. Love it in Florida, but one California. The red bottom blue is so hard in the hills. I'm at the dock with my arm in the wheel. This ain't no movie, I'm starving for real. This ain't no job, I'm starving for real. I'm hungry for real, I'm barring for real. I'm warm for real, hands up, this a coupe de-tie. Try to keep it P like a 2-seat drop, but we got it locked up like a 2-seat knot. Know that you wanna see Cool G rap, but right now you finna see Cool G rock. Big guy with a little green bean with a dot.
Punch the clock with inspiration. No standing in line, man. Guess less sorted. I worked 7 days this week, man. Fake the accreditations. Paid outfits that I'll return later. Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Can't get no sleep. Fashion week. Dressed to the T's, man, you own this place. Spit that smile, do that dance. Monday will come down, but Wednesday we'll be back. Ha ha! Got yourself some new shoes.